whakarongo ki te tangi a te korimako. Kōrero flowing out the hook of force. Kaupapa relevant, kaupapa out of bounds, kaupapa exigent, kaupapa paramount. Nā kona whakapiri mai ki te kaupapa tino whakahira hira whakarongo pikarikari mai. Hare mai, o Taringa hare mai. We gotta gather up close everybody, gather up close everybody. Kani move that body, kani move that body.
Tēnā koutou katoa e te iwi kani move that body. Nau mai hoki mai ki te punua pāoho podcast o Taringa. Proudly brought to you by Te Wānanga Aotearoa. And if you'd like to see a suite of our programs, please click on to our website
www.twoa.ac.nz.
That's it. Kia ora tātou e te iwi, pewhi ana koe tari ao.
Oh, he te ahua pai te rangi nei, eh?
Ai, tino pai. And what could be more pai than sitting here talking to te iwi whānui a Aotearoa as they tune into Taringa. Listening in their cars or on your phone or I roto i tō moinga pia. So here we are e te iwi, loud and proud from Te Wānanga Aotearoa ki Te Awamutu. And we've got our second episode of Taringa lined up. Oh, third, sorry. Third, right. Jeez. I was time traveling. We just want to say shout out to everybody that's listened and given feedback. Hey.
Yeah, no, it's been cool. Had a good response.
Yeah.
It was mean.
And you know, we're still learning, so we're not like professionals.
Yeah, not at all.
And as you can feel, the wairua of the punua pāoho of the podcast is very, very ōpaki, so informal and casual, I should say, and just kōrero. So that's the wairua we've been going for. So I think you've got that feel of us and the speakers we've had in.
Yeah, no, it's been a great past couple of weeks with this podcast, eh?
Yeah, we had Rangi Mātamu in the first week.
Yep. Ngairoa.
And we've had Ngairoa for Iwi o Te Wiki. And
last week, yeah.
This week, our kaupapa is Once Upon a Taima. Once Upon a Taima is where we present a pūrakau or a story. Kōrero tuku iho. That's been handed down from many, many generations. I like storytelling.
Yeah.
It's a very Māori way to learn.
And these are stories that we've grown up with.
That's right. And I mean, we all like stories. So we get to have a bit of fun telling these stories and, put some voices on and things like that. Every month, once a month, we'll present another story. Tala pūrakau. So that's the kaupapa for this week.
Thank you all again for listening. I think we should get into it.
Tika tēnā koutou katoa I o koutou taringa, and as the brother Ha would say, whakarongo mai, are mai, tēnā koutou katoa.
Once upon a time, Maui and his brothers were making a hangi. They had just finished heating the stones when tamanui te rā went down, and it quickly became too dark to see. Maui was getting hoha with having to eat his kai in the dark. He stood in the light of the fire and he addressed his iwi.
I iara. Every day we have to rush to do our mahi and gather our kai before tamanui te rā sets. Why should we be tau reka, slaves to tamanui te rā? I will catch tamanui te rā before he rises and teach him to travel slowly across the sky. Maku ia e whakaaku.
One of the brothers was quick to criticize, not believing Maui could possibly do such a thing.
It would be impossible to catch tamanui te rā. He's much bigger than any money you've ever caught.
The heat and flames would surely burn you to death,
said another.
I think he's got sunstroke.
When they had quietened down, Maui took the sacred kauai, the jawbone of his ancestors, from his belt and waved it in the air.
Kaorea rika nā mea ko tutuki au. I have achieved many things that were thought impossible. Getting fire from mahuika, catching the greatest ika in the world, descending to the underworld, and many more. With this magic kauai, gifted by Muriranga Whenua, and with your help, I will succeed in conquering Tamanui Te Rā.
The majority of people agreed that Maui had achieved many great feats. They decided to help Maui in his quest. The next day, Maui and his whānau collected a huge amount of harakeke. Maui then taught them how to make a taura from the harakeke, a skill he learnt while he was in the underworld when he discovered his matua, his father. They made square-shaped ropes, tuamaka, flat ropes, pāharahara, and twisted the flax to make round ropes. After 5 days, the ropes were completed and Maui said a special karakia over them.
Taura nui, taura roa, taura kaha, taura toa, taura hera ia Tamanui Te Rā, whakamaua kia mau, kia ita.
During the night, Maui and his brothers hoisted the ropes and travelled towards the east to where Tamanui Te Rā first rises. They hid under the trees and bushes during the day so Tamanui Te Rā wouldn't see them approaching. They collected waianehui as they travelled, which Maui said was necessary for their task ahead. On the 12th night, Maui and his brothers arrived at the edge of a huge, red-hot pit, dug deep into the ground. Inside the pit, Tamanui Te Rā, the sun was sleeping. The brothers were silent, terrified at what might happen if he awoke. Maui immediately ordered his brothers to build 4 huts around the edges of the pit to hide their long ropes. In front of the whare, they used wai to soften the clay and build a wall to shelter them. Maui and his brothers then spread their flax ropes into a noose, only just finishing before te ata hāpara, the breaking of dawn, when Tamanui Te Rā was due to wake.
A tēnā, when Tamanui Te Rā rises and his head and shoulders are in the noose, I will call kumea for you to pull tight on the ropes.
One of the brothers became worried and wanted to run while he still had time.
Why are we doing this? It's madness!
We'll be burnt alive. If we run now, we might escape with our lives.
The 2 brothers tried to sneak away, but Maui caught sight of them through the corner of his eye.
Tama, hei aha tēnā whakaro. If we run now, Tamanui Te Rā will see you when he rises from his pit. You'll be the first ones to die. There is no turning back. E kore a muri e hokia.
The brothers had no time to answer. Tamanui Te Rā had begun to wake and was rising from the pit. They quickly ran into their huts, grabbed hold of their ropes, and hid behind the wall of clay, trembling as they waited for Maui's orders. Tamanui Te Rā slowly emerged from the deep pit, not knowing that there was a trap set for him. His head went through the noose, and then his shoulders. Maui suddenly jumped from this hut and yelled to his brothers.
Kumea, pull on the ropes! Ow!
At first, the brothers were too scared to come out. Maui yelled again.
Kia tere, before it's too late and we're all scorched to death.
Just then, Tamanui Te Rā peered down to the edges of the pit and saw Maui standing before him. Tamanui Te Rā was furious. He hurled a ball of fire towards Maui, but Maui ducked, holding tightly to his rope, chanting his karakia.
Taura nui, taura roa, taura kaha, taura toa, taura hera ia Tamanui Te Rā, whakamaua kia mau, kia ita.
The brothers jumped from their hiding places, grabbing the ropes just before Tamanui Te Rā could free himself from the noose. The sun roared in anger. Maui fought off the intense heat and moved to the edge of the pit. He raised his magic kauai above his head and brought it hard down on Tamanui Te Rā. The magic forces from the jawbone flashed like a bolt of lightning.
Why are you doing this to me?
Cried Tamanui Te Rā.
Moho noa nei, haere ake nei. From now on, you will travel slowly across the sky. Never again will the length of our day be dictated by you, Tamanui Te Rā.
Tamanui Te Rā tried to struggle free, but again, Maui showed him the power of his magic kauai, and Tamanui Te Rā finally gave up the fight. Maui instructed his brothers to let go of their rope. Tamanui Te Rā travelled slow up into the sky, tired and beaten. The days became longer for Maui and his people, giving them plenty of time to fish, gather kai and do their chores. Maui's power and ability could never be questioned again. He had succeeded in taming the sun. From that day until this, Tamanui Te Rā has always travelled slowly across the sky. And this is the story of how Maui slowed down Tamanui Te Rā.
Oh, who was that narrator?
Oh, I know. Wasn't she just amazing?
Oh, she just took me to another world. I just travelled back in time.
I know, in Maui.
It was better than the movie that Maui's in, that one. I'm not going to say the name because we might get in trouble, but you know the one we're talking about.
Yes.
Nō reira, tēnā koutou katoa e te iwi. I hope you all enjoyed that retelling of a favourite pūrakau. Kōrero tuku iho about Maui. And of course, there's lots of other stories to do with Maui, about Maui and his deeds. And perhaps Maui might pop in again in another Once Upon a Taima.
Yeah.
Of course, if you re-listen, you can hear some kupu Māori that we use through the story and some sayings, and probably the recurring kupu or name was Tamanui Te Rā. So Tamanui Te Rā is the personification or the deity, I guess, of the sun. So this time of the year, can't really feel Tamanui Te Rā.
No, it's a bit cold.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if we talked tariao with Rangi Mātamua about the star Hine Takurua.
No, not too much, I don't.
Yeah, so this time of the year, where Tamanui Te Rā rises, he's closer to the star Hine Takurua.
Ah, yes.
Which is the winter maiden.
Yeah.
So hence we have the cold, bit cold, freezing. Gotta wear your slippers.
Freezing here in Waikato.
Aye, foggy. Very, very foggy. And as we get into summer, Tamanui Te Rā, he rises closer to Hine Raumati, which is the summer maiden. Yeah, but we've got a while yet before he rises next to Hine Raumati.
Our waiata for this week is Pureanei.
Pureanei e te hau. You know, when I was little, I was little at one time. When I was little and I used to hear people sing this waiata, I always wanted to learn it, and I wondered why everybody knew the song. And it's always conjured up happy feelings.
I love this song.
Me too.
Just reminds me of being at kohanga.
Yeah.
I remember learning it at kohanga, at kura. It was a song that's always been around me, really.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people, Beautiful song, beautiful melody.
One of the many great waiata or songs composed by the late Hirini Melbourne.
Oh, yeah.
No Ngai Tūhoi. And he had lots of favourites that we still sing today, like Pūrere Hua. Was one of Hirini's.
Pūngā were were.
Pūngā were were.
Te Pūtorino.
The Pūtorino. The list just goes on and on and on.
So many songs.
And I think this waiata has definitely got a connection to the story we just told, the Once Upon a Taima, because it talks about the sun coming up. And the metaphor in the song, I guess, is about there's always another day to come. The sun will rise and clear away all the clouds and things like that, which could be sort of any sort of negativity that's going on.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Nō reire te iwi. And who have we got singing Pureanei?
We have the amazing kaimahi of Te Pūrau.
There you go, e te
singing
iwi.
the song.
The kaimahi of Te Pūrau, Te Wānanga o te Roa. Multi-talented. Multi-talented and multitaskers.
Nō reira, whakarongo mai e te iwi ki tēnei waiata o Pureanei.
Pureanei e te hau, koroia e te ua, whiti whitia e te rā. Kinga o te rangi
Well, there we have it at te iwi whānui a tātātou waiata mo tēnei wiki, purea nei. Hope you enjoyed that waiata.
Yeah, it's one of those songs, no matter what mood you're in, it always makes your day that little bit better, eh?
Yeah, that's right. I couldn't have put that any better. Next week, our kaupapa is Tikanga 101, Tahi Kore Tahi. So tikanga for beginners. It's not really just for beginners.
It's for everyone.
Everybody, yeah. And it's an opportunity where we get to discuss some finer points of tikanga, I guess, and have a wānanga about things. So yeah, I think you'll find it very, very interesting. Yes. So next week, just to give you a little peek, or teaser, because you can't really see, so you're not peeking at anything. We'll be talking about the hongi. Yes, and some of the tikanga to do with the hongi. So that's our kaupapa next week, Tikanga 101. And if you want to tune in to Taringa, you can tune in to or find it on www.soundcloud.com/TW-OA. We are also on Apple Podcasts, on iTunes, Stitcher,
Castbox,
TuneIn,
and Player.fm.
And we just found, well, actually it was through a text from one of my good mates, Kahura. He texted me saying that he finds podcasts for his kids, and he just came across it randomly because Taringa was in the top 10 podcasts
on iTunes.
So that's pretty good, e te iwi, just for the second or third week.
Yeah.
No reira, he tohu tērā, kei te whakarongo koutou. Once we get ourselves a bit more organised, but this is all part of our strategy. It's been sort of like a soft launch. So we've just been letting things happen naturally, casually. We'll be setting up our Facebook page where we can have a bit of interaction there.
Yeah, and if you have any burning questions or any questions at all, you can also comment on the SoundCloud and we can get back to you.
Yeah, those can be kaupapa that we talk about in any of the shows, really, depending on what your pātai is. Well, ka nui tēnā, e mihi ana ki te iwi whānui nei tari au.
Ai, mihi ana kia koutou, e whakarongo mai ana.
And we look forward to talking to you again soon. Hei kona mai rā.
Hei kona e te iwi.
Ki o, whakarongo ki te tangi a te korimako. Kōrero flowing out the hooker force. Kaupapa relevant, kaupapa out of bounds, kaupapa exigent, kaupapa paramount. Nā kona whakapiri mai ki te kaupapa tino whakahira whakarongo pikarikari mai. Hare mai, o Taringa hare mai. We gotta gather up close everybody. Gather up close everybody. Kani move that body. Kani move that body.
Taringa. He mea tuku nā te wānanga o Aotearoa. To listen to more episodes, search for us on your podcast app and subscribe. Taringa, whakarongo mai.